And okie dokie, we are live. We're back again for another episode of the Flixters. So, Devaldo, this is episode 359.
359. It's about time, It's about time that we actually.
It's about time this bull one happened, man. And the bear on,
mate. I'm at the end of my tether.
Exactly, tether.
At the end.
At the end of your USDT. At the end of your USDT.
I want to cry, honestly. Oh, man.
Seriously.
Okay, let's get rid of that one. Yeah, it's gone.
All right, okay. So listen, folks, thank you for downloading this episode. Remember, every week we bring you the latest news, latest film reviews, what's new on streaming, etc. So hit us up on Twitter, on YouTube, drop us a message, like, subscribe, help us do all of that, and we'll shout you out on the show. So listen, we're going to get into the show in a bit, but before we do that, and we'll tell you what's coming up, let's do some shout outs, Devaldo.
Yeah, got a couple of shout outs this week. First shout out goes to Reggie Flip Bricks Black.
What a name.
That's actually a what's the new one we got? TikTok. That's a TikTok shout out right there. So
are you sure it's not a YouTube one?
Nah, TikTok. This one's a TikTok.
Because we got a YouTube one as well at some point. I thought it was.
We did get a YouTube one, and do you know what? I was going to shout out that one as well, but you've perfectly led me there. The YouTube shout out we got actually came from a very good friend of the show's friend.
Oh,
can I say that?
Friend of a friend.
Yeah, so we got a couple. So first one is what's the first one's name? I gotta say it right. I'm gonna say it wrong, aren't I?
Reggie.
Jeku.
Oh,
Jeku 4352. Jeku.
Thanks.
Jekeku. I would say Jekeku 4352. Actually is a friend of Zakroff. So there you go. So he gave us a shout out about a week ago or so.
Nice one, Jekeku.
All together. Big shout out to him. Other shout out we got on YouTube is from our very own old school friend, Ambi Ujla.
Oh yeah. See, she listens. She listens on her downtime. She listens.
There you go.
Yeah, and she's always like, "What the hell are you guys always talking about?" She cusses all the time.
Do you know what? Cuss us.
Yeah, exactly.
Cuss us. That's what we want. Cuss us. So nice, good two shout outs on YouTube there.
Yeah.
And also I mentioned Reggie Flip Bricks Black on TikTok. Also Ciel Noir 3 on Instagram. So we're getting a bit diverse now, yeah. So
trust me, we are. And we're getting noticed. And I tell you the reason why we're getting noticed on YouTube. Check this out. We got one of those things landed in our inbox. One of those
strike, didn't we?
Yeah,
we got a strike. Yeah.
I was like, what? So the bigwigs, they're listening. We got a strike, and listen, we took it to legal. We took it to our legal team, and they got on it. And you know what? They cancelled that strike out. So there you go.
Cancelled that shit.
Exactly.
I've noticed a lot of people have been getting strikes recently. So I think
it's
YouTube
weird.
There's something going on with their algorithm and their systems. This is gone all crazy. But I want to say this name properly, actually. Jessel Koo. I think that's the name. That's how you say it. Jessel Koo or Jekyll Koo. That's the YouTube person that is a friend of Zakroff. I want to get the name right because I always get names wrong.
Keep listening. Keep listening, and help us fight back. All right, listen, we're going to get into some film reviews later on. Okay, so we're going to be speaking about new movies, The Running Man, and we're going to be speaking about a thriller called Relay. So stick around for that over the next 45 minutes. But listen, let's get into movie news now. Devaldo, yes, this was news that popped out of nowhere. So we've had Superman, James Gunn steering obviously the DC universe, and he and Peter Safran, we're going to be getting a Clayface movie. We're going to be, obviously we've had Peacemaker and everything. We've got a spin-off. I know a spin-off, but tell us about this spin-off. This came out of the blue, I think, for me.
Yeah, same here. And this is so from the recent Superman movie that we saw just a few months ago, James Gunn's one. So we're going to have a spin-off with the character of Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen.
Why.
If you remember in the film, Jimmy Olsen, who is, for people that don't know, he's the He's a reporter that works with Superman. He's a sort of Superman's friend kind of thing. He's a bit unassuming. He's a character who
photographer, isn't he?
is he a photographer? Oh yeah, I think he might be. Yeah, you think you're right.
He's a
Actually, yeah,
reporter photographer. Yeah, and he gets his
yes,
beak in stuff, and then he gets into trouble, and they always call him "Hey kid," that type of thing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so in the movie, I don't know. I still can't explain it, but in the movie, Jimmy Olsen, which again he seems very unassuming, doesn't seem like your usual sort of tough guy in the movie and stuff like that, and somehow all the women love him.
Yeah,
Like all the women love him, and it's like they are compelled. They're just like they're drawn to him in some mysterious way, and he's able to use that to get information and stuff like that. Because in the film, one of the women that I think is linked or going out with Lex
Lex Luthor.
Luthor. I think that's his ex or something like that, and
Mm.
she loves him still. So Jimmy Olsen is played by Skylar Gisondo, and basically he's going to get a spin-off. Long story short, he's going to get his own spin-off, and it's gonna be, I guess, the adventures of Jimmy Olsen doing what he does.
Yeah,
And
fumbling and bumbling around and saving the
yeah,
day.
yeah, exactly.
All
I
right.
thought you were going to say something else about fumbling around, but
Well, he's
we
probably
won't
going to
go
do
there.
that as well. Now, Deval, do you reckon this is going to be sweary Peacemaker, or is this going to be like a wholesome Jimmy Olsen?
Well, because we don't know what's happening with DC. First of all, we've heard recent reports that DC are going to be bought by another company.
Yeah.
So we don't know if James Gunn is still going to be involved. If he is, then I can imagine it's going to be like a bit of a Peacemaker spin-off. If he's not involved, I really don't know what's going on. To be honest, I don't even know if it's needed. But at the same time, we didn't know the Penguin was needed, the spin-off of Batman,
And that
and
happened.
that turned out to be really good and won lots of awards. So
Yeah,
who knows at
exactly.
this point?
Yeah, if you build it, they will come, as they say, Divaldo.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Let's speak about Oscar Isaac now. We recently saw Oscar Isaac in Frankenstein. Deval and I, we reviewed that on last week's episode. So if you really, really want to listen to something, go back and listen to the previous episode where we speak about Frankenstein. Oscar Isaac is in that one. And so, Divaldo, yeah, I read about this. I saw this. So tell me about the political shenanigans going on and why he's speaking up.
Yeah, he's not happy. Oscar Isaac is not happy. So, acting, Hollywood and, political statements sometimes, well, not sometimes, in recent years, they haven't been separated like oil and water. Now they are one. And Oscar Isaac is one of those actors who have said, what he feels, and he doesn't mind falling on his sword, if I can call it that. So basically, so for people that don't know, obviously Oscar Isaac was in Star Wars, that's Disney. Oscar Isaac was in Moon Knight, that's Disney, obviously Marvel. So he's very, very much linked to Disney. But recently he said that I want to get the wording right of what he said. I don't want to get it wrong, but he basically is saying that he doesn't want to work for a company that doesn't, or that succumbs to fascism. Yeah, so he said so he's basically linking Disney to being some sort of fascist of some sort. And I think this comes in line with what we've seen in the world with conflict and stuff like that, and people supporting and all that sort of thing. And he is not happy at all. At all.
Do you reckon? I mean, is he? He's not turning up in Avengers, is he? There was talk that Moon Knight was going to turn up in Avengers Doomsday.
Oh.
So I mean, where does this all fit in? Like, would we ever get another Moon Knight? Would we ever get another Dameron Poe, like him turning up in Star Wars? Because they're going to be doing a Star Wars movie with Rey.
Yeah, he said he's done working with Disney, and he's done working with. He said he's done. So it's not even a thing that he's just slightly not happy or anything. He said he's done. No more. So he is not going to do any more Moon Knight. Well, see, Star Wars, I don't think he's going to do anyway. But he's done.
Yeah.
So he's going to do other stuff.
Yeah.
And he's basically slamming Disney for, I guess, their support for, I guess, in his words, some sort of fascist behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a big statement. He's willing to let his beliefs and his I guess his worth, speak for itself.
Yeah. Yeah, because if they say, hey, Oscar, we want you back for Danganronpa, and here's like 50 million.
Well, he's spoken now, so he said he's not going to do it.
There you go.
He's spoken,
there you go.
yeah, so he can't do
spoken.
it. Mm.
And we're going to hold him to that. Oscar, we're going to hold you to that. All right, listen, I want to quickly speak about these next two pieces of information, which I thought were pretty interesting in a whole bunch of information out there. Now, Duvaldo, do you remember this movie, Nicolas Cage movie? And it came out in the early 2000s. It was called The Lord of War. Really interesting movie. Did you ever remember?
See it. I think I've watched it. I don't remember. I know.
You know what? It's great cast. It's a great cast. It's got a whole bunch of people in it. It's got obviously Nicolas Cage. It's got Ethan Hawke in it. It's got Jared Leto, and so he plays this arms dealer, making weapons, and he's got no morals. He's unscrupulous. He's just basically kind of the scum of the earth, and he sells weapons to regimes that are fighting and killing people. And there's a whole kind of extended period where he goes to Africa and he's selling to kind of the African nations over there. And it is really, really good. It did really, really well. And the weird thing is, after 25 years, they're coming back with a sequel. So this one is going to be called Lords of War, and it pits Nicolas Cage, his character, against his own son, who's another arms dealer, and they basically go at it. But I just thought, after all this time, it wasn't a movie that did absolutely amazing at the box office, but it was an interesting movie. It had a good story, great cast, good acting. It was action as well. But yeah, they're bringing it out of the doldrums. If you can, I recommend watching it.
I need to. It's on my list, actually. I've made a list recently. I've gone back and watched all these films that I think I've watched, and I've been going through it. You know what I watched the other day?
You've been watching some classics.
You know what I watched the other day for the first time? You're going to cuss me. You might even fire me from the podcast. You might.
No, hang on. You told me. No, there was a few that you told me. You said that you watched. Okay.
The new one I watched yesterday. So I watched Forrest Gump.
Oh. After all these years,
since 1994, I watched Forrest Gump for the first time.
But I get it though, because it's one of those movies where you're like, everyone talks about it, and then you're like, oh yeah, I'll get around to watch it, because
watch it for the first time. It's a good film.
Hang on, have you seen Shawshank Redemption?
Yes, I have seen that one. Yeah,
because I thought that might have. I thought it might have been like, tell me you've seen that one. Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, look, life's like a box of chocolates, Deval.
Now I get why people say that. I saw it happen in the film. I was like, oh, everyone keeps saying it happens right at the start.
I don't know, man. I don't know why. I don't know if it should have won the Oscar though. I can't remember what it was up against.
I can imagine why. I can imagine it
because it's that good feel.
Yeah, and it's Tom Hanks. Yeah, exactly. And the whole story of it, and like it's a very American film, so I can imagine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a very, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So listen, look, folks listening out there, go check this out. If you haven't seen The Lord of War, The Lord of War, go check it out. Now, the other thing that I want to speak about, this I thought was interesting. Another thing that they're bringing back, V for Vendetta.
Oh my gosh.
They're bringing this back. So check this out. DC are bringing this back. And according to the grapevine, James Gunn and Peter Safran are going to be executive producers for this HBO TV show, and it's being written as we speak by a guy called Pete Jackson, and
Peter Jackson, a different guy,
not the Peter Jackson. So it's going to be a guy called Pete Jackson, and a very, very kind of like varied history. The writer, the guy who created V for Vendetta, was Alan Moore, I think it was.
Oh, that's one that was directed by the Wachowskis, isn't it? Or something?
Yes, or something, or produced by the Wachowskis. The writer of V for Vendetta, he hated the movie.
Is it?
He was pissed off with what they did with the movie. So,
okay,
who knows? Yeah, Alan Moore. from the 1980s. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, so interesting story. This kind of fighting back against, you know, the regime.
Yes, which that film might be very popular right about now because lots of people.
We're going to speak about that.
Yeah, don't like the government and regimes, and obviously Oscar Isaac might lead in this film.
Who knows?
Because you know he believes that Disney are aligning with fascism. So
exactly. So if you haven't seen the original, that starred
Hugo Weaving.
And what was her name?
Natalie Portman.
There you go. There's the Star Wars connection there, and you know, very similar themes that we'll speak about in The Running Man. So that is your movie news for this week, folks.
There's one quick one as well. One quick one I wanted to sneak in.
Oh, sorry.
And that was just.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. It was just a quick one on Alien Earth. Just really quickly, Alien Earth. Obviously, we cussed it. We cussed it a few times.
We did.
We put a few clips on our social media and so on. But Alien Earth has been greenlit for a season 2.
Serious.
So take the information, you know, as you want. If you're happy about it, that's you. If you're thinking what a waste of money, like I'm thinking, then that's that as well. But we're gonna get again another season of her going, clicking her mouth, looking around,
and he's
hugging aliens.
Alien is the pet.
They've ruined. Okay, Alien, she's stroking aliens.
I know,
chilling with it, and then Predator. They back to back like blimmin'.
They're like having kumbaya, you know.
I think it's Lethal Weapon, like Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, like how did Starsky and Hutch in together? Like, what's going on? You know, like they're getting too pally with these creatures that are deadly.
Where's the fear factor?
That's my rant, man.
No, it's true. Well, listen, if you're interested in that, go check it out.
Before we just,
do it.
AVP2. After watching,
that was one of the movies that you went back and rewatched.
I went back and I watched Predator 2. Obviously Predator 1 I've always watched, but I watched AVP 2, and I've got a new respect for that film.
Is it? I've got to watch it again.
Watch it. It's an hour and a half. Yeah. It's on Disney Plus. Hour and a half. Came out in 2007, and the film is ruthless.
Yeah.
AVP 2 is ruthless. When I say ruthless, they don't mess around. They kill. Everyone dying, like literally. There's the first minute of the film. You get the face huggers are face hugging a little 8-year-old boy.
Yeah,
and his dad. They're out hunting. They face hug the 8-year-old boy, and you think to yourself, "Oh, he's gonna survive." No, the alien busts out his chest. The little boy's flapping around. I know. And then, throughout the film, people just get dealt with,
decimated.
People that you think should survive don't survive. Wicked.
Don't you reckon though? Do you reckon the public void, fans, are going to start saying this? They are going to start asking for an Alien versus Predator again. It's going to happen, man. It's got to. Just naturally, it's just got to lead back. It's got to circle back to it.
Yeah, it's going to be shit, but yeah.
At some point, it's going to happen. All right, okay. So go, folks. Go check those pieces of news out if you want, and remember, get in touch with us. Let us know what you're watching and stuff, and we'd love to speak about it. Now, let's quickly speak about new and streaming. There's this one thing that I picked up on. I haven't seen this yet, but it's definitely on the watch list, and I got a feeling that Manny Emmanuel would have probably seen this, or he's about to watch this. This is called The Last Samurai Standing. And this is pretty interesting. Check this out. So this is set during I hope I get this right, Emmanuel, the Meiji era. So this is the late 19th century, so 1800s. 292 fighters come together in Kyoto after sunset for a chance to win a grand prize. Now, this is 19th century of 100,000 yen. So this is a lot of money back in the day, all right? The challenge is clear. Take each other's wooden tags and make it all the way to Tokyo, and the winner will get the prize. One of the warriors, called Shujiro Saga, joined the dangerous contest with a personal mission to help his sick wife and child, which ties in with The Running Man.
Running Man, yeah.
So it's going to be this kind of, we've seen these movies before, Last Man Standing type of a movie. He's got to cut through hordes of enemy, get to the boss level. There's going to be different levels, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to get to. But people are talking about this. They're saying like, the filming's great, the martial arts sequences, the sword fighting is supposed to be high caliber, really, really good. So yeah, man, it's like an all Japanese cast. Should be pretty good for sword and blood.
Okay, and this is out. This is out soon. Did you say
This
it
is
was
May.
out now?
This came out on
It's
the
out,
30th
oh,
of
it's out. Oh
November.
shit. Okay.
Came out on Netflix.
Okay. All right.
6
Here we go.
episodes. So
Here we go.
definitely
Say no more.
bingeable.
Say no more.
All right. Okay. So go check that out on new and streaming. Now let's do trailers. Couple of weird ones that we've got to speak about. Now, Devaldo, this one, Influencer. Yeah, man, this is timely. This is I saw this trailer and I thought, oh, maybe we've seen a movie like this before, but I can't remember if I have or not. But this is on Shudder, right? This is a Shudder movie.
This is a Shudder film, yeah.
And people wondering out there, well, what's Shudder? What's Shudder? Shudder, they make some really, really, they're mainly like horror. That's what they do. Psychological horror, like gory horror, whatever. So if you're a horror fan, you should know about Shudder. They're a streaming platform. They make their own movies. And we watched Good Boy very recently, and that was a Shudder movie. This is another Shudder kind of exclusive. This is called Influencer. And this is your worst nightmare, right, Deval?
This is
this is like, imagine being followed by or having a fan. And the tagline of the movie was, be careful who follows you.
And you know what? When I think of influencers or like followers, I actually think, look behind you and imagine you had 1 million people following you behind you. That's how I think about it.
Yeah.
Like, imagine all those people there. When I think of followers, that's what I think of. But yeah, this film, this one is, who stars in it? Cassandra Naud, Georgina Campbell, who we saw in Barbarian and films like that. Good actress. So this one basically, the tagline is in South France, with a synopsis. South of France, a young woman's chilling fascination with murder and identity theft sends her life into a whirlwind of chaos. So she's got a fascination with violence, murder, identity theft. And I think she actually goes ahead and does that. And then she's, basically, it goes crazy from there. So you're going to get a bit of a European feel to this film. This has got a 6.8 rating on IMDb out of 10.
It's great.
But only 86 people have reviewed it. So this is probably the cast and crew.
Chipping in.
Possibly. But yeah, this looks interesting. This is out in December, so quite soon.
Interessant. Right. Okay, let's speak about this one. This has got the weirdest title. This wins the weirdest title of the year. This movie that we're going to just quickly mention right now is called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. And when you watch the trailer, you'll realize, there's a piece of music, there's a song in the background, and the song's like, good luck, have fun, don't die. They keep talking about it. And this stars Sam Rockwell, Haley Lou Richardson, Michael Pena, Zazie Beetz, Asim Chowdhury, who's a British comedian, and Juno Temple, who's also British. Deval, what did you make of this? This movie was mad, wasn't it?
This trailer looks crazy. Looks crazy. I will say this is directed by a guy called Gore Verbinski, and he directed Rango. He directed A Cure for Wellness, which is a very interesting film. He directed The Lone Ranger. He directed Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of Black Pearl. So he's been around the block, big movies, small movies. And this film is just it looks like a wild roller coaster ride. Basically, a man from the future arrives in Los Angeles where he must recruit a precise combination of disgruntled patrons to join him on a one-night quest to save the world from a terminal threat of a rogue artificial intelligence. So he's your ultimate tinfoil cap, like Terminator, time-traveling guy, and he must recruit people that he feels can beat this AI. So it's crazy.
Mad.
Crazy. Yeah.
And we've seen Sam Rockwell before. He's a good actor and everything. Michael Pena and all those guys.
Perfect for this. Out the trailer. Perfect for this. Yeah.
Now this next one, Deval, this was back. You know what? This had. Now when I watched the movie and I thought, oh, Lucy Liu's in this. I haven't seen Lucy Liu in in a while, like in movies. And obviously, when I think of Lucy Liu, I think of Charlie's Angels, I think of Kill Bill, I think of kind of other stuff that she's done. She looks could be her movie. They're saying that The Buzz, this is her acting, that we haven't seen her do a dramatic role like this before. She plays a mum. She's got a child who's troubled. We don't, in the trailer, and thankfully they don't tell us what he's suffering from, but there's some sort of mental breakdown going on with the child, right, Deval?
Possibly, yeah, or some sort of condition. I don't know if he has some sort of, it's in the spectrum of some sort. I'm not sure. Again, we're not medical people, but the film kind of implies that he has some sort of social or mental health kind of condition. Possibly.
Yeah, and then this kind of, the trailer cuts into, the mum. She loves him. He's going, he's doing some crazy things, and there's obviously a breakdown somewhere along the line. Now, there was one bit in the movie, Deval, where there was a map. I'm not sure if you noticed this, but there was a map, and you know what it gave me a vibe of? That he does something really, really terrible.
Well, the thing is, it says here that basically the mum, Lucy Liu, discovers her son's violent obsessions, and she must go to great lengths to try and protect him, but also protect others. So you sometimes hear about, some young children that do really terrible things, and we don't really see the journey of where it came from. There was a film called We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Oh, I was just about to mention it. I was just
it's a really good film that this, I think, might remind me of, and maybe this film doesn't give it away in the trailer, but possibly he might end up doing something really bad, or maybe the mum, Lucy Liu, stops him. But sometimes we think, what's wrong with this kid? This film might show us the journey of why some children, are really challenged, and they
sometimes we can't stop them.
Yeah. There you go.
We just can't stop us. Yeah, check it out. Rosemead, it looks like powerful, and Lucy Liu, this could be her role.
Looks like an Oscar nomination for her.
Yeah,
to me.
I think so. This is her moment. All right, okay, let's do anniversary corner, Deval. Let's pluck this one out from a while ago. This is from 10 years ago. This is 2015, and so this is based on a novel. So these are the Hunger Games books, which they then turned into the movie starring Jennifer Lawrence and Woody Harrelson, if I can remember.
Woody Harrelson.
But loads of people in this one. And this is kind of like a future, or I can't remember if it is in the future, but in a world where there was an uprising. The uprising was quelled, and then you have all these different kind of regions of wherever they're living, and every year they commemorate this uprising with a game, and then that game is bloody, it's violent, and you die in the game.
And it's televised. It's televised for the audience's viewing pleasure, and it's always teenagers. They say it's teenagers that are chosen to fight for their districts. And this is a televised thing, which is crazy to think of, But look, we have Love Island. We have all kinds of celebrity this, celebrity that, whether it's whatever. Yeah. And there's all kinds of competitions where people want to see reality. And this is a dystopian future where humans are more twisted than they are now, if you can imagine that. And we want to see blood. You know what I mean? We want to see blood. So this... The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, 2015, 10 years ago. It's aged quite well. And this one's full studded, like Woody Harrelson, like you mentioned, Liam Hemsworth, Donald Sutherland, Julianne Moore, Elizabeth Banks, Mahershala Ali, Stanley Tucci. We've got a whole bunch of people in this. Obviously, Jennifer Lawrence as well. And this one, this film is still good. Still good.
Yeah. They're rated. I know that they then did some prequel ones. Those are the ones that I haven't seen.
Oh yeah, not good. I saw one of them. Not good at all. No, not good.
I think they go from events before.
Not good. Yeah, this one. Think about it, you got to fight to the death, and it's televised. Yeah. Think about that. Your parents, your family's watching you, rooting for you. You got to kill someone, or they kill you. You don't want to kill them, but they're going to kill you. What do you do?
What do you do? What do you do, Devaldo? Now, listen, this leads us nicely into the movie that we're going to be speaking about right now, which is The Running Man. And listen, this is so The Running Man of 2025 is based off of a Stephen King novel, which was written in I want to say the 80s. and then maybe even the 70s, and they did make a movie based off of that novel in the 1980s, 1987 to be specific, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, called The Running Man.
Yeah.
But that one was loosely based on the book.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I think, kind of adheres to the book, or is it kind of like a bit closer, Deval?
This one, I'll say, pretty similar. Pretty similar. I mean, yeah, there are. I'll just say similar. I'll keep it as that. Keep it simple. It's similar. But Stephen King, he used a different name to actually write the book. It wasn't actually called Stephen King, and I'm trying to find the name. It kind of eludes me, but he didn't want basically publishers to know or to have his other name,
Richard Bachman.
Richard Bachman, yeah. So because I think then they had because he did horror, Stephen King's horror. They didn't want to have him. They were doing another genre because then it kind of confused the audience. And also in the same year, they didn't want to publish 2 books from the same author or something like that. So that's why he changed his name. Yeah, crazy, isn't it?
Absolutely. And you know what? This movie kind of goes back to some of those other movies. You mentioned obviously The Running. You mentioned the Mockingjay. We've seen kind of similar movies like this. Like, even going back to Gladiator times, Divaldo, people would just kill and maim and do all of that stuff live, and people watch it and cheer on. And this kind of follows that whole tradition. I remember back in the year 2000, there was a movie called Battle Royale, which was a Japanese movie.
Korean one. Oh, Japanese. Yes.
It was Japanese. Yes. And you know what? That for me was like, holy shit. Like, that was picking teenagers where they go fight and they got to survive and kill each other to survive. So that was really, really good. And here we have obviously this one from 2025. And before I even talk about the movie, Devan, before we get into that whole thing, I had 0 expectations.
Same. I had minus actually.
And I've noticed, Devaldo, when I'm starting to go into movies with low expectations now.
Yeah, it's better.
You know what? And I enjoy the movies better that way, I think.
Yeah, it's better. It's better. It's true.
It's absolutely true. All right, let's get into, and that was just kind of a little bit of a preface. So I went into this movie with low expectations, but drop it. Tell us about the synopsis, and then we can get into the nuts and bolts of the movie.
Yeah, so again, I'll just really quickly say this is directed by Edgar Wright. We know Edgar Wright from a bunch of stuff he's done in the past, Baby Driver, and did he do Baby Driver? I think he did, isn't it? Yeah, Baby Driver, Shaun of the Dead, I think, Hot Fuzz and stuff like that. Obviously, that Glenn Powell, he's becoming like a really big star in America. All American kind of guy. We got his missus in this, Jamie Lawson, who is really good. We saw her in Batman. She was a senator, I think, in Batman or something like that. She's been in a bunch of other stuff as well. Really up and coming. Some people say she could be the next Storm in X-Men.
Okay, gotcha.
I would be happy with that.
Yeah,
I'd be very happy with that.
Good.
And we got obviously Josh Brolin playing the sort of the main guy, Killian Thanos. His voice, wicked. And there's one actor I want to say that's in this that many people might not know. Okay, also we've got Lee Pace as well. Ronan the Accuser. But we've got an actor called Joey Ansah.
Who's that?
Joey Ansah. He was one of the hunters, light skinned guy, mixed race, light skinned guy. He was the one. You probably recognize him more when he was in the film. He was one of the he was a pilot actually towards the end.
Okay, yeah.
A pilot. Joey Ansah is a gangster. That rhymes. Ansah, gangster. And if you're listening, Joey, come on the show. We'd love to have you. But Joey Ansah, do you know who he is?
Who? What? When? How?
Joey Ansah is Dash. He is Dash from Bourne Ultimatum.
He's got to come.
He is a gangster actor. He's from London. He's like the martial arts, action, all that sort of thing. Been in a bunch of films. I was so happy to see him in this. And he had some good parts as well. But anyway, that's the cast. So the story is that Glenn Powell's character, Ben Richards, he's a hardworking man, tough times. This is the dystopian future. Where shit's hard. You got the poor, you got the rich, and people are struggling. And his character and Jamie Lawson's character, they're married. They got a daughter, a young daughter who's sick. And this daughter needs medicine because she's got some sort of illness that they need some medicine for that costs really expensive. And he can't get the money. So they're basically struggling. long story short is that he sees the Running Man as his way out to supply, provide for his family, but also get the medication that his daughter needs because his daughter basically won't survive. She's like 2 years old or something. So that's what lures him reluctantly to go into the Running Man competition because he can get like £1 million or whatever, something crazy.
Yeah, $1
So
billion.
that's what draws him to that, and then obviously, that's what draws many people to it, and they all train. It kind of reminded me of no, what's the Korean show on Netflix? Kind of reminded me of
Squid Game.
Squid Game, all the jumpsuits and stuff,
and everything,
and the way there's lots of them, because we didn't see that so much with the 1987 version, but in this version, there's lots of them going through a process.
Yeah,
like getting sort of getting trained into it, and during that process, I must just quickly throw this in there. I'm not going to talk too much on this, but
no, do it.
Where I work, they used it as a location.
They did, didn't they? They used Wembley. I knew it.
Same location where they used Avengers Ultron, same area. I looked at it and I was like,
that's Wembley.
Where I work. Like, I recognize that place. I recognize that. I'm like, shit, how do they do that? Even the walkway to Wembley Stadium, they use that as as
They used it. I recognize the walkway, the building. Oh, man.
They literally filmed. So great use of obviously local areas and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the premise of the film. And the film basically starts with them going on the run. The rules are they must survive for 30 days.
Yeah.
Every single day, they must record a quick, I think, 1 minute video to say that they're still alive and to show that they're still obviously alive in the process.
Yeah.
And they post it anonymously. And then obviously that gets shown on TV with, all the viewers and stuff like that. And all these hunters basically have to hunt them, but also not just the hunters, but the people that also can hunt them and kill them are regular public.
Yeah,
anyone
and
that
then
kills
they
them
can.
gets a reward.
Yeah, exactly. They get a reward. And remember, this is a period. This is a kind of a dystopian future where people don't have a lot of money.
Exactly. So everyone wants money.
They need money. Everyone wants
blood. It's televised. They want to see blood. They want to see action.
Exactly.
So
so I was not expecting to like this movie, Devel.
Yeah, same.
I was not
expecting as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh gosh!
I nearly got thrown out my seat. Sometimes 4DX sometimes really throws you about. I needed a seatbelt.
That is wicked. I would love to watch it now. But listen, I went into the movie and I was like, okay, yeah, look, you know what? They've rebooted a movie from the 80s and whatever, Hollywood. And I went in there and I was like, hang on a second, this is quite interesting. Like, this is quite funny. Like, this couple of the way they filmed it, the way he, at the beginning of the movie, he's pissed off and, he's kind of gets angry and he's like, okay, if anyone's going to win this game show, it's going to be this guy. And Josh Brolin plays this creepy kind of network executive. He's like the main boss. You know what I did think though? I thought they were going to pull out Arnold Schwarzenegger at some point as the main kind of guy. And I thought maybe but they didn't. But there was a bit in the movie. Do you remember the picture on the dollars was Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yes. Yeah.
So that was a bit of a kind of like Easter egg for fans for the original. But listen, look, man, I thought, it's got loads of action. It's got a thumping.
Coleman Domingo was good as well, actually.
Coleman Domingo was really good. Lee Pace, who plays the kind of guy who's one of the main hunters and everything, he was quite a nasty character. And it just all kind of gelled in. He's doing it for his kid, he's doing it for his wife, and he just wants to get to the end of it. And I had a fun time watching it, Deval.
It was a wild ride. I must say that it was just over 2 hours. I think it didn't need to be that long. I think it could have been shaved down a bit. Yeah, because that could have made the pace better and made for a more satisfying ending rather than having parts that you got to like maybe criticize on. The original, I think, was more like an hour and a half or something like that. So that could have gone down, could have shredded down a bit. And I think the hunters as well. The hunters maybe lacked a bit of character. The hunters, it's difficult when you make a new version of an original because you can always compare it. And funnily enough, I hadn't seen the original. I saw it after I saw this. Yeah,
and it's dated, right? There's some it's definitely dated. Yes,
but it's got a certain love to it. I don't know. An original one. It's got blooming Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jesse Ventura.
Yes,
it's got the lady from Predator 2.
Yes,
it's got the man from Alien 1.
Oh gosh,
so massive connections there. And in '87. That's also the year Predator came out. So Arnold Schwarzenegger made Predator and The Running Man in the same year.
Mad. He was on a roll.
Same year. Yeah. So yeah, so that one has got a bit of a, it's got a place, and it's a good film. Obviously, some of the things are dated, but still, I do appreciate it. This one, I think the Hunters could have had a bit more to them, a bit more character to them. Maybe apart from obviously Lee Pace's one, but I think it was an interesting film. It's enjoyable. I wouldn't say it's a massively, massively great film, but I do think it's enjoyable. Going there with low expectations is a good thrill ride. It's a thrill ride, and it's called The Running Man. In a few years' time, they'll be calling it the Runner, or
exactly
the runner they, or the runner them. At least we're still getting the running man.
At least we're getting man in the title. And listen, Devaldo, I mean, what is this? I mean, listen,
gosh,
there's a like, but this is also kind of like about our society at the moment. I mean, people obviously in the movie, they love this. They love watching the person like obviously being shot. And there was some massive kills. I loved the, there was 3 people who get selected. So you had like Ben Richards' character, and then you had the other 2. The other guy was an idiot.
Yeah.
But there was the female one. We saw her in, there was one
she's been in Star Wars. She's been the bodybuilder film. Love Die. I don't know. Love Die something.
Yes,
with Kirsten Stewart.
That was it. She was in that movie. I thought her little segment bit was funny. She's getting chased, and she's getting like she was in Las Vegas. She wasn't messing around. So there's so many funny bits in there. But like you, I thought they could have shaved off about 20 minutes of the movie, because I watched that movie at 9 o'clock. And it was 12 o'clock by the time I was out of the cinema.
Yeah.
I was
I think there's in this movie, apart from everything that we said about being a great thrill ride and stuff like that, there was one really powerful thing in this film that I think does happen today, and that's misinformation, disinformation, propaganda. When studios and people have power, networks, whatever, when they have power, they control the information. And in this film, as well as the 1987 original, there's moments where the Arnold Schwarzenegger or Glenn Powell in this case, they say or do something, and the network totally manipulate it.
Yeah, AI it.
They use technology to AI it and make it look like they said and did something else to control the narrative for the people.
Absolutely.
So the people will now hate this person. I mean, didn't we see a kind of similar version of that recently? Donald Trump, BBC.
Man. BBC, man.
About people controlling what people say and do to control the narrative. Whether you like him or hate him, they did that.
Exactly.
They manipulated a bit of information to control what people think, and it happens in movies, happens in real life. So
absolutely, man. Good point. That one. And like the whole AI thing, like you go on like YouTube or on Instagram or Twitter, whatever. How many deep fake videos are there?
Mate.
Honestly, you know what? It's definitely go in there with low expectations, and I think you're going to be surprised. I think it's definitely definitely worth a watch, and it is a movie that you watch in the cinema because it's big budget. It's like explosions, fights, fisticuffs, the whole thing. So yeah, definitely worth a watch, that one. One little tidbit. There's a guy in an actor called Michael Cera.
Oh yeah, he was in Scott Pilgrim and stuff.
Scott Pilgrim. Yeah. Now his hometown. His hometown, have a guess what that hometown was called?
Pilgrim's Way. I don't know.
No, this is Stephen King.
Oh, yeah, it was Maine. I saw that. Yes, it was Maine.
It was Derry.
Derry, yes. I noticed that.
And I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
So it's a Stephen King universe because it's set in Derry.
Yes.
And he loves all his shit hanging out in Derry. Yeah. Now, the only thing, Devaldo, I will say this. Now, according to Wikipedia, the budget on this movie was 110 mil.
Okay.
The box office so far, and this is surprising, it's only taken, how long has it been out? But it's only, according to this, is 6.5 million.
2 or 3 days, yeah. It's only been out 2 days, I think.
Do you reckon this is gonna?
That's gonna be late. The information you've seen there might not equate for. That might be for the first day. So I think it's not going to do that good. But I think it will do something. It might get the money back, but I don't think it will do like 300 million or 400 million. No.
Oh, it's not going to be one of those movies, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. All right, okay. So go check it out and let us know what you think. Message us, and we'll speak about it on the show. And listen, we've got time. Deval, have you got time for one more?
Yeah.
Let's do this one. Now we've sat on this for about a couple of weeks, but this is one of those movies. when I watched this movie, I thought to myself, after watching it, I thought, you know what? They don't make these movies. They don't make these types of movies anymore, because for the last kind of 5-10 years, we've had obviously big budget superhero movies, and the kind of the thriller movies, the low budget kind of thriller movies, we don't really get. And I'm in my head about it, even whilst I'm telling you, speaking to you and speaking to our millions of listeners. What other kind of thriller movies like this do you remember watching like this over the last 10 years?
Oh my gosh. Do you
5
know,
years.
I probably can tell you some, but I can't
Mm,
remember at this moment in time. I'm
mm.
pretty sure I have watched
Okay.
something.
Well, while you're thinking about it, let's just go through who's in this movie. So this movie is called Relay, and it stars Riz Ahmed, who's is a really good British actor. People in America will probably know him from The Night Of. They'll probably know him from Star
Rogue
Wars
One.
Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think. Has he done anything?
Venom as well. The
Sorry,
first one.
Venom. He was in Venom as well. But in the UK, he's done a few things. He was in this movie called Four Lions, which was kind of like a really like
I
funny.
saw that recently as well.
Yeah, that's another classic movie. So he's been around. He's a local boy. He's a Stanmore boy.
He's from Harrow, I think, isn't it?
Oh,
Which is
so
down
just
the
down
road
the
from
road.
me. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So local boy, he's done really good, making these Hollywood movies. And it also stars Lily Collins, who was, you mentioned Baby Driver. She was in Baby Driver.
Oh, okay.
So she played the kind of the love interest in that movie. Another great, British actress. She's been in a lot of things. Have really great knack of doing, American accents. So set in New York, and it's set in a world where, what's it called? Where it's not. I wouldn't say kind of like corporate espionage, but it's kind of like in a world where you have these big corporations. They do stuff which is probably illegal, or which is not something that's supposed to be doing. Do you remember the movie about the water, the one with Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo?
Dark Waters, yeah.
Dark Waters. Imagine a company like that, where they do something and then it gets out, but the company will try to do whatever they can to not let the information get out.
Yeah.
Riz Ahmed's
happens a lot,
this
I'm
happens.
sure.
Imagine the shit that goes on, right? Riz Ahmed's character, he's kind of like the middleman between these big companies and whistleblowers. So people, they find out information and they're like, hey, this is the corporation, what the corporation is doing is wrong. But look, I've got this information. I don't know what to do with this information. So somehow they contact Riz Ahmed, who uses this old system. Well, I don't know if it's old, but
I think it currently works for people that are deaf or hard of hearing. This system is used as a way to communicate. So this is for deaf, basically, people to communicate. So he's using an existing system in a smart way where he doesn't have to actually say anything with his voice.
It's all analog.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all analog. Yeah. So
it's also confidential. Anything you say in this system is confidential, which is why he uses it. Yeah,
which I thought was really, really clever.
Yeah.
So if you contact him, you've got to basically call this relay service system that they have in America, the United States. He's typing on a computer, which then relays it back and everything, and that's how the whole thing goes. So Lily Collins' character, she has some information. She's found out about a company that she's working for. She finds out, through another lawyer. She reaches out to him and she's like, "Hey, can you help me?" And then there's this almost like this cat and mouse kind of thing going on, right? Where the company wants to track her down. They want to track him down, and he's too clever. He says, look, hey, meet me over here, do this. We've got a package that I'm going to send you. We're going to send you over. We're going to send you on a wild goose chase. So whilst they're following you, I can track them. And you know what? You're going to be safe. You're in capable hands. So all this is going on. And I'm like, you know what? This is really good. This is kind of like, edge of your seat thriller. I don't know where this movie's going on. It's directed by this guy called David Mackenzie DeVal, and he is a British. He's a British actor. British director. He directed this movie called Starred Up, which
wicked film, film with Jack O'Connell.
Yes,
Is that his name? Who was in Sinners
Sinners.
recently, isn't it? Yeah,
He played one of the
yeah.
big vampires in there.
Hello High Water, he directed that gangster
Exactly,
film.
gangster movie.
Perfect Sense, Ewan McGregor and Eva Green directed
Yeah.
that gangster film.
So I
It's
thought
good.
to myself, you know what? Why this guy should be making more movies? I really, really got into the movie, and you know what? There's
Mm.
a twist in the movie which I'm definitely not going to spoil right now. And did you see that twist coming?
Nope, did not see it at all. At all.
I'm saying no
Shocked.
more.
Yeah.
You say you. What's your take?
For me, this is a hidden gem. This
Mm,
belongs in the hidden gem realm for me. This is a film that was widely released, well, not widely, but it was released in the cinemas and stuff like that. Didn't last long
mm,
in the cinemas. Many people don't know about it. The name is quite low key. You
mm.
know, there's not many special effects in the film, stuff like that. This is a proper intelligent film where you need to sit down, concentrate. There's deep shit going on here. There's people's
Yeah,
lives going on here. This kind of shit does probably go on in real life, which makes it
100%.
more horrific than any sci-fi film you can watch. And played by good actors who trust each other and know how to really, tell or portray a character's, intensity, and a
Mm,
director who knows what he's doing.
yeah.
Hello High Water, who he directed in 2016, that's written by Taylor Sheridan, who done
Oh,
Sicario and stuff like that. This
Lioness.
film is a exactly Linus as well, 7.6 out of 9. All this guy's films are rated high, but for
Mm,
some reason, it's like because the films don't fit into the cookie cutter, Disney and Warner Brother films and stuff like that. They don't get the big hoo ha. But these are the films you need to watch. I'm
these are
gonna
the
watch
movies.
Hello High Water today. I'm gonna watch it today
That's it.
because of that. I'm
And
gonna
you know
watch
what?
it.
And that's the reason why we started this
Yeah,
podcast was because
yeah,
so that we could speak about these movies. So
mm,
obviously we love the Marvel movies. We love them. Those are our action movies. We love those kind of big
mm,
budget stuff. But you know what? Whilst I was watching this movie, I thought, shit, man, when are we going to get to see kind of like like a character like Riz Ahmed's character, like,
mm,
a person of color like that, and
mm,
leading kind of like a film role like this. I don't get to see kind of like a lot of
mm,
movies like that. He's
mm.
playing this really kind of low key, understated. It took about 45 minutes for him to actually say anything in the movie.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it? Yeah,
He doesn't
yeah,
even
yeah,
hardly speak. And then,
yeah,
and obviously,
yeah.
he's going through some trauma as well, which we don't really need to
Mm,
focus in on. But he's doing this because he's obviously wants to help people out. And
mm,
yeah,
mm,
you know what? I liked it. Like I said before, there's a twist
mm.
which we're not going to kind of mention,
Cannot spoil
but
it. Yeah,
you
it'll
can't
ruin it.
spoil it. It
Mm.
would ruin it.
7 out of 10 on IMDb. Good ratings. This
Watch it.
director, his films are rated high. So,
Mm.
mm, trust me.
Definitely. If you can track this movie down, Emmanuel and Sion Noir, if you listen to this and Ambi, go watch it.
Yeah, Relay 2024. I'm sure you can catch it somewhere for sure.
Deval, that just
But yeah,
rhymed.
I've been rhyming today, man. Blimmin' Nick.
What's going on?
Joey Ansar's a gangster. Like,
Uh,
what's going on? You know what I mean?
track, yeah, 24, track it
Yeah.
down. Yeah, watch it. So what is going to be what's your movie of the week?
Movie of the week this week, I would have to say, but I did see Relay a few weeks ago, so I can't
Mm,
really add it. But I mean, movie of the week this week. Okay, if I was to compare the two films, I think I enjoyed Relay more.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was good.
I did
Yeah,
enjoy Relay more, but I will say Running Man was enjoyable. Just go in there
yes.
with low expectations. Not to say it's shit, but it just helps to enjoy it more. Don't compare it. Just enjoy
Absolutely.
the ride. Simple as that.
Absolutement. Devado, that is the end of today's episode. So,
Yes.
folks, I want you to kind of go away, watch those movies for homework, and come back and let us know. Devado just swatting some flies.
It's annoying.
So
I don't know where they come from.
I know, Devado. So, what have we got coming up? We've got something big coming up, haven't we? We've got Keeper coming up. We've got a horror movie that we're going to be speaking
Yes.
about.
Next week we're gonna do Keeper. We're gonna review it with Zakharov.
Yep.
Because this is going to be a really weird horror film. Kind of reminds
Mm.
you of what's the film that we saw where they were joined? They kept joining.
Oh shit!
What was that film with
Damn,
Dave Franco and
Dave Franco.
his missus? I can't remember what it's called, but it's one of those weird kind of indie horror films that are just weird. But yeah, Keeper is that. So if you want to,
Osgood.
Osgood Perkins, yeah, he's director of Keeper, which yeah,
And
that's yeah.
we
So
watched Monkey recently, and we watched Long
yes,
Legs, and
yes,
that
yes,
sort of
yes,
stuff.
yeah.
Devout. Just by the way, are you going to be watching Now You See Me, Now You Don't?
You see, do you know what? No, I'm not going to watch it because it looks
I've
annoying.
Seen the first two. I've seen the first two.
There's 10 people on the poster, all standing there looking like that, looking sideways, like the Inception. Why is there 10 people on the poster? No, there's too many of them. No, I ain't watching it. No, I ain't watching it.
What about Begonia?
I want to see that. I really want to see that, and I will see it. Yes, I will see that.
What about Wicked for Good?
You're having a laugh, innit? I ain't seen that. I ain't seen the first one.
I know, neither have I. Nope. Sisu, we're going to check out Sisu.
Yeah, Road to Revenge coming out soon. Going to watch that.
Yeah, we're going to check that one out. I don't think there's anything else.
I think there's probably a few things on streaming. There are a few films coming out that I'm not going to bother with, to be honest. I'll be honest. I'm not going to bother with them. Eternity is coming out soon. That looks interesting, but I don't think I'm going to watch it. That's the one with Elizabeth Olsen. And
she's got to choose between two guys, right?
Yeah, she's like in limbo. Actually, they've died, and she's got to choose who she spends eternity with. I mean, let's go for someone else, man.
Just trust me, it's too much hassle.
Pick a new guy.
Exactly. Five Nights at Freddy's. No, I'm not watching that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that one. All right. Okay. Anyway, listen. Look, there's a few stuff that's coming out, which we will be watching and we'll be speaking about. So keep it low with the Flixters, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show. And see you in the next one.
Till next time, peace out.